Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to me. Today is the walkthrough video we've all been waiting for since I made my last plot tour, or since I made the Bikini Bottom plot tour, which is sprucing up Bikini Bottom, as you've seen through the title. Alright, so in the mall there's this one empty store right next to the gym above the music store. So I'm adding in counters for the cashier desk, and then later I'm thinking about turning this into a bookstore, honestly, because I feel like that, I don't know, I just feel like a bookstore would go so nice with this house. Not this house, with this mall, simply because I feel like every mall needs a bookstore. We have a clothing store, we have a gym, we have a grocery store, we have a music store. I feel like the only thing missing that also screams Bikini Bottom kind of, because I feel like Squidward and Sandy would be like such book people. Something with like Mr. Krabs, like a lot of civilians as well would be such book people. So I feel like we need a bookstore, because where are they getting all these books from if not from a bookstore? So now I'm adding this nice little books shelves all around. Honestly, I'm gonna move the door over a little simply so it's easier to enter the store, and I'm like making it this nice like greenish gray color along with, because it goes so well with the brown bookshelf. Also, I'm not sure where to put, like what kind of shelf to put back there, because I feel like it looks too empty to just leave it like this. I definitely need to add a couple of like bookshelves over there. Okay, so I was gonna add like two there, but instead I'm gonna add a big one over there, simply so like I feel like two small ones look kind of ugly compared to one big one in the back. No, that's just a personal opinion. I added a nice rustic little book and oil lamp just to give it a cool little antique effect. Anyways, now I'm going on to this like apartment house thingy. I went on to like one of the civilian houses. I've noticed they're like very empty and poorly done. I made these back in like 2020, I believe, maybe even 2019. No, I think it was 2020, definitely. And I'm moving these stairs over to the back. And I'm like honestly thinking about what color I should make the walls. I'm not really sure. Like deleting everything, but like also at the same time, I feel like the TV would be useful. So I'm gonna delete everything but the TV and the stairs, because I feel like those are two things we probably need. Okay, so I'm gonna do this little like technique where you get like advanced placement for free, kinda. Well, it works with pillars, and that's about it. But like, you go into the basement thing and like just put a pillar underneath where you put a basement underneath where you want your pillar if it's intersecting with an item or a wall, and then you put a pillar inside that basement thing, and then put a pillar on top of that pillar. Then that pillar will go through the item you want it to intersect, but you need to have the roof toggle off simply so it won't like say error because you need advanced placements. It's just a neat little thing I figured out like a couple years back, I believe in 2020. So like 3 years ago now. Well, technically it's been 2 years because that was like late 2020, I believe, when I figured it out. Because now I'm adding this nice little coat rack and umbrella holder. Honestly, I'm not sure what to make these umbrellas look like, because I feel like black and red definitely look nice together, especially because like it's a red themed home. I'm not really sure what kind of red, but oh well. Now I'm gonna go for this nice black and red in like modern couch. I'm gonna make that a little. I'm not sure honestly. I'm gonna make it like this light brown with this like very like dull red. Honestly, the brown kind of goes with the floor. And I'm gonna make it white and red. I realized I had it in the wrong order, so I just changed it. And now I'm going to add a couple of plants in the back just so it doesn't look that empty. I hate how like there aren't many new plants added into the game. Like we've had this same couple plants for like the longest time. Like for the entire time I've been playing, I believe we've had all these plants. I started playing in early 20 yeah, early 2019. Right, we finished this. Well, I'm adding in lighting now. Honestly, I feel like I should add that, but I feel like that's gonna look ugly at the same time. Yeah, it looks ugly. Maybe like fairy lights might look better, honestly. No, and spotlights actually, because fairy lights probably would also look bad since it's like a modern aesthetic. And on the second floor, I'm gonna make a kitchen, and then the top floor is the bedroom. And I feel like I need to start off by making a nice little flooring over here. It has to make sure it doesn't go right through the stairs because that'd be bad. So first I'm adding in the necessities like the stove and the fridge. I feel like you can't have a kitchen without having those things. And then I'm adding in the counters. So I'm moving the fridge over just so that it doesn't look weird having both the fridge and the stove right next to each other. I feel like they look normal in real life. It looks weird in Bloxburg though. It doesn't give that little corner at like there's this little gap in between which looks iffy in Bloxburg. Anyways, I'm gonna make this also red and white, just like the counters. Make both of those the same thing and then put a different shelved one over there. I'm trying to put it directly in the middle, but it also looks iffy simply because there's a window there, so I can't really properly do it. And then I'm gonna add another one because I realize we also do need a sink because we can't just have it there without a sink. I'm gonna add it on this side, honestly, simply because I feel like it being next to the fridge doesn't seem right. It being next to the stove seems more normal and natural. Okay, so now I'm adding in toaster, like all the appliances, like a toaster, microwave, coffee maker, kettle. I'm like turning them red and white because that's like the theme of the kitchen, honestly. I think that's all the kitchen items. Now we add in a nice dining set. I'm honestly going for like the smallest table and smallest chair so it doesn't take up too much room. As this is a very tiny home, it's like circular as well. So this is squared, would be able to fit a lot more things in. Since it's circular, it's like a lot more difficult. Now I'm making this part like the marble bricks. I feel like that looks so nice and kitcheny. I feel like we definitely need a little wall trim. It's a different color. I'm debating between those two. Okay, I'm gonna make it like that. Just so like that area, that wall trim carries all throughout without it looking iffy by only having a little area. And the top floor is the bedroom and bathroom area. They need to fit a bathroom in as well. The bedroom, which is gonna be a bit difficult because like, it's such a tiny area. I feel like if it was a larger circle, I definitely would be able to do a lot more. As this is a small little circle, I am limited with what I can do. See, I'm also trying not to like block up the stairs because you need to be able to enter and exit while also having enough room to like. Okay, I'm just blocking off the not the kitchen, the bathroom, so I know where, like, what area is taken, what isn't. I'm gonna put that bed over there, and then put a little oak shelf over here. Also, I'm gonna turn the shelves into pure white, simply because I feel like that's more like nice. It looks nice with like pure white and pink walls. I feel like that goes so nice with the red bed that we have going on over there. And then honestly, I'm gonna add like a couple of books onto the shelf. I feel like that makes it more roomy. And then we obviously can't just have it be books and only books. So I'm also gonna add a couple of like plants and like another stack of books like we had over there. I feel like this nice little hanging vine plant would look so nice with this. And I'm gonna change the colors honestly into more reds, just so like it's more aesthetically pleasing with the room instead of having like blues and greens also there. I feel like that's just kind of irrelevant. Now I'm going to add a little clothing thing because obviously we need a little dresser table and a mirror. Honestly, I think I'm gonna use the kids' dresser simply because it's like small enough, and like the other one looks a bit chunky and weird. And I'm adding in white wall trim just so it looks nicer. Like white wall trim really go accents the walls as the window itself is also white. I'm adding in this nice little mirror. Then I'm going to change the bathroom. I have to make this tiny little bathroom, the basic bathroom everyone's made, all in a rush, making like a tiny, I don't know, like a neighborhood or a town, and you like make these tiny little houses. You always have these tiny bathrooms in those. I remember like my first time I built Bloxy City, I had like so many of these tiny bathrooms all over it, simply because like, well, it's space efficient, but like putting like these windows is a bit of a struggle with this wall trim, honestly. I'm like debating on what color I should make the walls. Like, I don't know. Honestly, we're gonna see if I could walk through those stairs. Honestly, yeah, it works. So I'm moving on to the next house. I'm moving on to the next house, which is the blue home. I'm thinking about making this cloud carpet because I feel like it looks so nice, but like also at the same time we don't have a space for a cloud carpet, so maybe a heart carpet. Like also that might not look nice. I'm just gonna start off by painting the walls, and then the walls might actually help. I'm just gonna make it all blue, and then add in this wall trim, and have that have a bit of texture so it looks nice. I'm just gonna add it all around and do that same like I'm literally basically duplicating that red house, but like also changing it up a little, making this table marble, and then having these kinds of modern chairs. Um, I'm just having both of them be slightly different, not exactly mirroring each other, because like then people actually feel like they have an option when if they choose to live inside the city. I'm making the couches white, gray, and blue as it is the apparent theme in the living room. And honestly, probably of the entire house. I'm thinking about making this a bamboo plant. Like that'd be cute in this blue and gray modern home. And now I'm trying to like figure out what I should do in that background because I feel like maybe plants isn't a good idea. So I'm just gonna maybe add a nice little table and a mirror over there. But I feel like a glass table won't really go. I'm trying to maybe make this table marble as well, and then have this nice little silver mirror instead of gold. Just change it to silver. That looks nice. And a candy bowl. And of course, we can't forget the pillars that we have in the gray home. Not the gray home, in the red home. I have to do the same pillar trick. And now it's intersecting and going through the TV. And now I'm making this thing. I'm duplicating the shells, but like making it blue so it actually goes with this home's theme instead of just being red like the other one. I feel like one shelf isn't good enough, so I'm gonna try to add in a second one. But like the issue is there are two hanging vines which won't work. Just like moving this around slightly, trying to add in more plants. I feel like moving that vine plant is probably helping adding in that cactus because then I have to just twist the vine over and then there we go. It looks perfect. And then on the next one, we're going to make the kitchen. We have to first remove that dining set and add in new flooring. This looks a bit iffy. Okay, so I ended up taking a short break after that part of filming because I got a bit tired and I had been like recording and filming and like editing the city for a good like hour-ish then. So now I'm like changing the pillows colors into gray so it actually goes with that. Like then I also feel like that doesn't really match, so I changed the colors back and now I'm doing the blue kitchen. Went for like the same or like a similar layout to the red kitchen, but like making it more like blue and appealing. And now I'm adding in these nice little cabinets. I'm still going for like a similar layout to what we had earlier, except it's a bit of a struggle as compared to the red kitchen because like the stairs are kind of in the way and all. But I've managed to make it work. Anyways, now I'm just like kind of copy pasting a couple of the things here. Honestly, just giving it more of the kitchen vibe, and obviously changing like the colors into more blues simply because this is a blue home, not a red one. And then I'm changing these colors, the wall colors, into this this blue color. But like an issue I noticed is putting the wall trim with windows. I hate like how the windows can't go through the wall trim because like it just apparently doesn't allow you to do that in Boxburg. I'm not sure if you need advanced placements for it or if it simply just doesn't work. Now I'm making another bathroom and like trying to make it as small as I possibly could and like trying to have more space in this room. This bathroom is going to be very tiny and claustrophobic, but we're going to make this work by adding a lot of more room and a lot more things inside the bedroom itself. The bathroom, yes, will be difficult, but there's like a little bit of space. They'll manage. You know, this room, on the other hand, is a lot more spacious and has a lot more like things in it. Maybe we can even add like a nice little bookshelf over there in the corner after I add in this wall trim. Honestly, I'm considering like a bookshelf. I'm like painting the walls first and like to make sure the bathroom's complete. Honestly, I'm definitely adding that bookshelf and I'm not sure which shelf to do honestly because like we have quite a bit of space, but like I also want it to look modernish, but I end up going with this classic shelf. I was gonna put in the heart like photo frame, but apparently the shelves aren't large enough. I'm just gonna go for these, I guess. And I'm adding in a couple plants just to like give it the whole vibe, and then I added in a couple books. Some parts keep getting cut out, which is low key weird and suspicious, not gonna lie. Anyways, now we're moving on to Sandy Cheek's house, and we're gonna start off by deleting everything because this is highly inaccurate. Honestly, I'm still gonna make it pretty inaccurate, but like it's gonna look a bit better than this. This was not touched since 2021. Actually, not in 2021. It hasn't been touched since 2020. Yes, 2020. That's a long time. Almost 3 years. Not really sure when in 2020, but like whenever I updated, like uploaded that one. Actually, no, not even then. Like around my last upload, honestly. Like my last upload of 2020 or 20. Yeah, 2020. My last upload of 2020 is my last touch day. Anyways, now I'm like trying to base my interior and my exterior off of these little clips I have, like these little pictures, like those are my reference images, the ones in the bottom left corner. I'm adding in this window and like trying to make it look as accurate as I can. But that is obviously a struggle as this is not much of a spacious build. It's very like narrow and put together. Not put together as in like it's perfect. I mean like it's all close by and like everything's just touching each other. Anyways, so now I'm trying to add this part in because we see that the grass kind of like rolled inwards in the picture. So that's what we're gonna do on Bloxburg. Um, we had a bit of technical difficulties. There was like a lot of missing footage, but I did do this. That's how the living room looks, and then this the kitchen, cute, and then I started the upstairs bedroom and bathroom area. I'm adding a little light and mirror. Honestly, I don't think I started the bedroom yet, so we're gonna start the bedroom now. But this is like a highly unspacious area. This is because there aren't any real walls really. It's all an attic kind of because it's like the the hollow mansard roof. I really enjoyed the update when it first came out. I remember everyone was obsessed with making attics, but yeah. Now I'm like, trying to give it the tree look without also making it too tall and making the tree stump too annoying and large. Okay, so now we're going to add some picnic tables and some chairs and whatever, just to give it more of the Sandy Cheeks vibes. As that's what the exterior of Sandy's home looks like in SpongeBob. Okay, we added in these benches and nice picnic table. I'm making them dark brown so they blend in with the tree. Like, so it seems like they're made off of the same tree. And now I'm trying to make the dome part of Sandy's home. Then I realize it's not really gonna work out since we're working with somewhat of a large tree. So I guess we're going to have to try to figure this out. It seems like a bit of a struggle, but I think it might work. It's gonna look a bit iffy, but if we manage to like make the top glass large enough, it might look okay. So I feel like it's gonna look alright. We just need to add in these little roofs and window and also color up the side, like the interior and the exterior of the glass dome portion. This is gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna put some background music and like try to speed run it. We also added this nice little wardrobe. Anyways, I think that's all I wanted to revamp in Bikini Bottom, which was Sandy's house, the two civilian houses, and the one store, the empty store in the mall. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye!